3D printing characters like these can be a hassle sometimes. Some parts may fall off, some are too thin, the details you wanted are not very visible, and if anything goes wrong, you have to wait long periods of time for relatively small pieces. So here are some tips to prevent issues that normally happen when 3D printing characters. A very normal event when merging several objects of your character is some parts not actually being correctly merged together. That can leave some faces to be inside, edges not connected, or even floating pieces. I normally use two main workflows for this, using ZBrush Dynamesh or just merging pieces together with the Boolean modifier. I'll show the process of both in this video. On ZBrush, you basically just import your character's pieces, merge them in one object, and if they are close enough, Dynamesh will merge them as one piece. You can also choose the resolution for the smaller details, with the occasional cost of less of a plain structure when printing. On Blender or any other 3D modeling software, probably the best way is selecting each individual object, make sure they intersect on the places you want them merged, and use the Boolean modifier on the main object. Then repeat that for each lasting piece. Sometimes when using really high poly objects, the Boolean modifier can also have some issues relating to merging both together. Our tip for that is to try using the fast solver or work with the overlap threshold when on the exact solver mode. After doing any of these two processes, remember to check your character with the inside view of it. You might find unwanted faces or meshes too deep. In that case, a good thing to do is move these parts more to the outside to give a more stable structure. An issue everyone faces when printing is finding good quality models, and even when you do, their price is just too high. This is why you can get now 4 different poses of our latest character, Kaylin, absolutely for free. And also, a 50% discount on all 3D printing products on our website. You can use the code 50% on the checkout for all 3D printing products until 15th of October, so make sure to get as many until then. Understanding the process your 3D printer does is essential to have an idea on the best steps to prepare your model. Both resin and filament printers have the process of starting from bottom to up, so a good bottom structure to hold the character is totally necessary, including the weight distribution of your character. If your character has just too much weight on one side and not a good structure, it may flip over and just not work. Another good point is to think about the size of your character. A 5 cm character can have a limited amount of detail compared to a 20 cm one, and can even be the case that even if the 5 cm one has smaller height layers which would produce better details, the 20 cm one would most likely have better details than the smaller one. So always remember to think about the size of your objects and the final printing size. Parts too thin can also break after removing the support structures, or even just in the printing process. A good way to prevent that is to make them thicker or print them separately and stick them later on. Resin and filament printing have each their own specifications and methods. Resin printers are normally better for smaller parts with a great level of detail, but on the contrast, the resin itself is costlier than PLA or ABS filaments, along with the machine, and also takes more time on average. On the other hand, filament is a good choice for bigger objects and, in my personal opinion, still leaves a very good level of detail, along with being on average more resistant. If you would like to get 4 different character poses for free, just check out the link below. We are constantly updating our websites for more assets, and we would appreciate even more if you'd like the video and comment which problems you had in the past on 3D printing, or any other ideas to make the process even easier and better. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video.